I wanted to talk about listening, the art of listening, if I dare say. Um, it's really important to really, for me anyways, what I think it's important to really listen to people, especially when you're in a conversation or whether you're in communication with, I don't know, whoever it is in your life. It's why I say that is because I've noticed myself, like, sometimes in the past when I'm listening to someone, it's like you listen for a little bit and then I want to tell them my own thing. It's like I'm almost waiting for them to finish whatever they're saying without really fully engaging, you know. And when I wait for them to finish, I want to tell them what I want, like what I want to say, or my input, or what's happened to me, and you know. And I found that was kind of selfish on my part because A, I genuinely wasn't listening to what the person said, and B, there was no sort of build in the conversation. It was just me. It was like Jenga. I was adding my stuff, person add their stuff, and I add my stuff. You know, it was never really a flowy, continuous conversation where, you know, if someone had a problem or something they want to vent, I didn't really have a solid like answer or advice because I was just trying to tell them what's going on with me and stuff. And lately I've just learned to just keep my mouth shut and just pay attention, like genuinely pay attention and be engaged in what the other person is actually saying with full intent, and just like, you know, just listen and just be present. It doesn't necessarily mean I always have to have this isn't like a guide on how to. It's just something I've noticed about myself, and what I notice helps in conversations with me and obviously other people. It's when you genuinely are just present and open and genuinely you have a strong intent on listening and receiving what the person is saying and letting them finish their thought. And when they finish your thought, if you have anything to say, cool. If you don't, cool. But you were fully present in what the person had to say, you know. So it's quite important because I've noticed also when you really listen to people, if they come to you with, you know, if they just want to vent or something, or they have a problem, or if it's a close friend, people, when you just like genuinely just listen to people, they'll tell you their problems, but they'll also tell you solutions to their problems. If it's so funny, you'll listen to someone, they'll come to you, and you know, a friend, and they'll want to vent to you about something that's going on in their life, and as they're talking, they're thinking, and as they're thinking, they start to talk about solutions to that problem that's happening in their life. And then, you know, they solve whatever thing that's going on in their life. And it's all they just needed was somebody to talk to, someone who was actively listening. And I do that. I did that with I did that with my mom. I did that with my sister. I did that with my brother. That happens to me all the time. It's like, hey, I need advice on something. And then I'll find myself sort of talking, rambling. And then I'd be like, maybe I should just do this. Maybe I think that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you so much for the chat. And the person who hasn't said anything was just listening. You know, they're like, sure, cool. But yeah, I think listening is so important, and especially like being an actor as well. Training in drama school in the Lear Academy, one of the most important aspects of being an actor is being able to listen. You know, listen to the other person and genuinely be changed before you give back your reaction. The exact same thing in life. I think I learned to listen more when I went to drama school, because then I had to genuinely listen to the opposite character, you know, across from me. And yeah, just I think listening is really, really important. And listening until the person is fully finished their thought, fully finished, and like almost has nothing to say. And even if you have something to say, you hold it back and let the person finish. I find that that's been really helpful in having deep, meaningful conversations, because I'm not really one for the shallow kind of conversations. I love engaging in deep conversations, sort of stimulating conversations. And for me, that is one of that's the biggest aspect, listening, in terms of building deep, meaningful conversations. DMC, as we used to say back in the day. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think listening is important. Yeah, that's kind of all I have for you today.